So I want to start with a question from Janine. She wrote me asking, how do you pick the right key to sing a song in when you're not a musician and you don't really know a lot about keys or about how to, determine the range of music? This is a really, really good question because it's something that affects everybody. And there are many cases where when you're singing, there will be a part of the song that just like ends up sneaking up on you. And you're just like, where did that come from? You can have this experience when it comes to vocal range or the range of the song, and you can have this experience when you're dealing with the tempo of the song. When you're talking about vocal range and how to find the right vocal range of a song, classic example is the Star Spangled Banner from My American Friends. Because the Star Spangled Banner starts low, and then towards the end it goes up a lot higher. Well, I mean, it's not high. We'll talk about that in the second question, but it goes up in range, the frequency increases, and it's really, really intense. And what a lot of people do with the songs like the Star Spangled Banner is they'll start the song too high in the register. Then when they have to go up, they completely biff. Basically, also, this could be true with like anything Mariah Carey, most stuff Whitney Houston. If you think about this song, Can't Live Without You by Mariah Carey, it starts low, da 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 da, and you're like, okay, cool, that sounds fine. But then we go, I can't live. She jumps up an octave for the chorus. Now, if you start, and this is what Janine was asking, if you start that song too high, when it comes time to jump up the octave, it might not be the most fun experience for you. And this has happened to me before. I'm sure if my mom and my sister are watching, they will probably write to me about the time that I completely ate it when I was singing the national anthem at a basketball game when I was in high school. There's Mom, hi. I actually did crack on the top note, but I think that was less a function of not being able to hit it and more a function of not preparing my body to sing that note. I have one other really funny story, and it's one related to the tempo of the song, because what happens with a lot of songs is that they'll have all songs have different sections. But one thing that will happen is that in the different sections of the song, you'll have them singing at different speeds or different tempi. Now, chances are that it's actually the same tempo in the whole song, but if they're singing a long note or they're singing a bunch of short notes, it's going to feel faster. So I was in a karaoke bar in Vienna, 2005. I was in Europe studying German. Just for the summer, and I was in a karaoke bar, and everyone that we were with was like, yeah, you guys are singers, yeah, this is a karaoke bar, let's do it. Side note, being a singer, testifying right now, being a singer does not mean that you're good at karaoke. I suck at karaoke. I'm horrible at it. I just have to put that out there. So this experience was confirmation of that. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do this beautiful Annie Lennox song called Why. It's crooning, it's slow, why. It's very just like, it's juicy. What I forgot about is that in the middle of the song, or a little bit later, she kicks into this part that's where the notes she's speaking are like double tempo, right? So she's going wa da da dee da 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 da, forgetting the words, and then it goes. Then there's a section that goes da 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 da. Did I hear the voices in my head? Da 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 da. And so not only does she go faster, but her range goes up and down. I'm standing there, karaoke bar, full of people, shoulder to shoulder, and I'm eating it like no other. The words are just like scrolling by at like lightning speed across this karaoke monitor. And it's a really good thing that I didn't decide to quit singing that day, because it was absolutely mortifying. But it was also a really funny memory. So now those are some examples. You might experience this in your own way when you're humming a song or you're singing along with friends, Or as Janine mentioned when she wrote to me, you know, sometimes the original song, like if you're singing in the car, you're singing with the radio, you're singing with Spotify, sometimes the original key is actually not suited for the voice. Now, it's another topic to talk about, you know, like what vocal training does to change the range. Sometimes you'd even find that if you warm up the voice, you have access to more range. So it's, you know, the vocal range of an instrument, of a singing instrument, is actually pretty variable, and it also depends on what register you're using, chest voice, head voice, you know. But that's a whole technical thing that's not interesting right now. But what is interesting is the how. I want to sit here in my apartment, I want to hum this song, and I know it's too high for me. What do I do to choose the right key to sing in? So this is how you do it if you're not a trained musician, or even if you are a trained musician, it's also how you do it. So you want to go through the song in your head, and you want to map out the highest note, and you want to map out the lowest note. So I'm going to take that Mariah Carey song for an example. You're going to know right away where the highest note is, because it's going to be the note that, like, when you're thinking about it, you're like, ugh, I love the song, but that note. So you're going to already know where that part is in the song if you know the song pretty well. So you're going to think, okay, you're going to go think about that part. Now that feels a little high. Well, but now that song also goes low. Da 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 da. Yeah, so this song actually has both sides. So what you want to do is you want to map the song out in your head, and you want to sing it a little bit to yourself and see how you feel on those pitches. So let's just say, though, which is the most common one, I'm on the higher end. So I'm going to go, I can't live, and I'm going to go, ugh, no, that doesn't feel good. So pick another note. Can't live, what living is without you. Okay, that feels better. Now, it's really transposing, which is what we're doing right now. Transposing in and of itself is its own art form. It's its own skill. So we're not sitting here expecting somebody to, you know, like be able to, you know, pick a note and then like transpose the whole song. But chances are, if you find the part of the song that's difficult for you, you sing it in your head, and then you pick a different note to start that passage on, and then you continue singing it like you hear it in your mind. You're going to automatically transpose, because your body has a muscle memory of the relationship between those pitches, and so your body's going to automatically remember the relationship and the melody. So, recap. What you do is you take the song that you want to sing, you find in your mind, okay, where's the high part that makes me uncomfortable? You sing it, and then you bring it down until you find a note that's comfortable for you, and then go back to the beginning of the song in the new key that's now set in your ear, because you've kind of worked the melody in the more difficult part. So how would that sound? It sounds like this. Okay, I want to sing the Mariah Carey song. I can't live, what living is with... No, it's too high. Can't live. Let's go. I can't live, what living is without you. I can't live anymore. Da. Then I know, ba. I know exactly where the next verse starts. Ba da ba da 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 dee da. Okay, that's pretty comfortable. It's actually, for me, what I'm feeling now. It's a little high for the verse to start, so let's bring it down a little bit more. Da 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 da. Can't live. Da, 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 da. And that's how you find the key of a song as a non-musician that's more comfortable for you. Now,